You don't need 300 pages of rules to play D&D again. Trust me. This, what you see on the screen right now, this is Swords and Wizardry Light. I wrote this to be the simplest way to return to old school gaming or to try it for the first time. So the true story is I retired from law enforcement in 2016. And I wanted to do a viral OSR game that would bring people back to gaming. And Frog God Games blessed me with the opportunity to do so using Swords and Wizardry as the core of such a project. And thanks to Matt Finch, Bill Webb, Zach Glazer, we got Swords and Wizardry Light. 4 pages. 4 pages. The goal was to make us an RPG that you could run with nothing more than those 4 pages. A D20 and a handful of D6s. Why D20s and D6s? No confusion, no dice bags necessary. For those who don't know, my wife is legally blind. D10s, D8s look similar. D12s, D20s look similar. D20, D6. She's up and she's running. 3 levels max with these rules. Now, fast advancement, no experience points. You level by session. 2 sessions, you are level 2. 3 more sessions, you are level 3. That differs from a quick start. Why is that? Well, a quick start is generally a single session with pre-gen characters. You don't have advancement. This was made to give you the full feel of what a traditional role-playing game is. And when I say there's 4 pages, hold on, they're sticking. It's 4 pages. So, and if you can see, it's essentially a DM screen. The outer part, the front and the back, those are the player's rules. The inside, where the monsters are and the combat charts are and the saving throws, that is the DM side. You can literally fold it and run the game right off it. That is the magic of it. Zach Glazer is the layout. Zach is one of the major backers of this channel. Thank you so much. So, I wanted to be able to bring veteran players back into the fold. People are, I call them lapsed gamers who haven't been gaming in decades. We brought one back at ShireCon a couple of weeks ago. Came up to my table. He hadn't played since his high school days, and I just said, sit down. These are the rules. You only got to worry about the outside 2 pages. Tell me what you want to run, and we'll get you running. And he rolled up a character and was ready to go in 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, I get a table of players with their own characters, no pre-gens. It's amazing. And this is also good for new players, 5e players, who want to understand what the OSR is without drowning in rulebooks. Okay, I can take a stack of these. These are 10. Bring it to my table and say, hey, you know what? If you don't have a copy, you get a gift to go home with you. Take it to your home group. I'm running low on copies, but if I can get some more, I'm always happy to give them out. This is what the OSR is about, right? It's nostalgia. It's rediscovery. Don't you wish that you had an opportunity when you were younger to play D&D and have somebody give you 4 rules and be up and running? And again, this is designed to feel like gaming felt like when we played in our basements, back rooms, backyards, front porches, the kitchen table, but it's streamlined for the OSR's core ideas. All right? I talk about light rule sets. Well, I went about as light as you can get in the OSR and still be OSR. It's about rulings, not rules. So how does it play? All right, I know people are going to be going, well, you talk a big talk. Roll 3d6. I always tell them, range as you want. 15 or higher, it's a +1. Then it's 18 is +3 or You're a fighter, roll percentile strength, none of that BS. 15 or higher, you get a +1. +1 strength, that's attacks and damage, +1 dex, that's missile attacks. And your AC, +1 con is your con. +1 intelligence or wisdom is +1 first level spell, depending on which kind of caster you are. And charisma, what does charisma give you? If you have 15 or better charisma, you get a torchbearer. Okay, you get an NPC that will, I don't know, carry your spell book, your prayer rug, your sword bearer, or your shield bearer, right? Your apprentice. It's a beautiful little bit of extra that you can use to roleplay. And by the way, low stats, no penalty. To roleplay opportunity, you roll a 3 for your intelligence, you can feel free to roleplay that. I might give you some bennies down the line for doing so. Again, emphasize the game. It's a d20 to hit, d6 for everything else. Hit points, weapon damage. Oh, if it's a large weapon, d6 +1. If it's a small weapon, d6 -1. Minimum damage of 1. It's easy. It's simple. The math isn't hard. You're not dealing with these huge bonuses, these huge add-ons, these multiple dice. Oh, my longsword does d8, but if it's a large creature, it does d12. Well, what about the halberd? Oh, the halberd's d10, but it's 2d6 if it's against law. No, none of that crap. Keep it simple. Especially, I run this at conventions all the time, and it runs fast and furious. That 3-level progression ladder, I think, is awesome for con play because bring your character back. If you survive the session, survive 2, you'll level up. Right? The monster list is compact, but you can steal from any other OSR game. There is no issue with that. AC is ascending and descending. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you play. If you're coming from, 5e, use ascending. If you're coming from, remember your 1e days, use descending. It's fine. It doesn't break. You can learn the entire system during your first session, and you'll want to hack it by your second. And there are hacks out there. I hacked these rules myself with the one and only James Spahn. James and I hacked it to be Continual Light. Continual Light goes up to level 7. More monsters, the ability to have specialized classes, kind of their sticks. But in any case, we hacked it. What the community has taken, again, I'm going to hold it up. These 4 pages, and they've done so much with it. You can go on a drive-through and see the hacks that have come out. They're amazing. Swords Wizardry Light reinforces player agency. It's the player, it's not the character sheet. You're not looking at huge bonuses. Your character sheet doesn't have penalties on it. It's what the player does. Communicate with the GM. It's improvised rulings, right? It's 4 pages. There's going to be stuff that's not covered by these 4 pages. Make a ruling and move on. It runs incredibly fast at conventions. And as far as I know, all my players have had a great time. And it's great for teaching kids or newcomers about gaming, about D&D, without bogging them down in 300 pages of rules. Give them what they need. Introduce them, and then they can find crunchier systems, heavier systems. That's the beauty of it, right? Swords Wizardry Light, in my opinion, showed that you can keep the soul of D&D without the weight of D&D. I think that was very important. That was my goal, and I think we exceeded that and then some. It reminds me that imagination is not in the rule book. It's the heart of the game. It's your players. It's your group. It's your GM. And it's influenced other systems. I know that DCC RPG's starter rules were loosely. I mean, it's DCC. You're not cutting down to these numbers, but the DCC starter rules aren't a quick start, right? You actually can level advance. That is the beauty. The beauty of these light rules is that you get the feeling of what it is to play in a continual game. RPGs aren't just about that single session. They are about the campaign. And I think that's some of the awesomeness of Swords Wizardry Light. So, if you want to bring somebody back to the table, or start a new group with next to zero prep, download Swords Wizardry Light. It's free, it's fast, it's pure old school fun. I will include a link to the drive-through download for it. Snag it. There's character cards. There's additional monsters. Pay what you want. Grab it for free. You want more than that? Continual Light. I mentioned it earlier. 7 levels of play, about, I don't know, 16, 18 pages. For the first 100 viewers that use the discount code I'm going to include, I'll put it in the show notes. I'll pin it as a comment. The PDF is normally $3. You can snag it for $1. All right. It's there to be played. It's there to be used. I want you to play it. If you want a print copies are on Amazon. They are $7. Uh, they ship Prime if you have Prime shipping, and they're essentially print on demand. They come pretty quickly. So I will include a link to that also. And as always, like, subscribe. On the bottom of the screen, you can see we have minions that support this channel. Feel free to, join us. Again, we appreciate it. I put up content on a weekly basis. That's O.S.R content, both for free to everybody and additional content behind the paywall, $1.99, and you get early access to videos. Really do appreciate it. Folks, God bless, and I'll be doing more on some of these light systems. I got a few more to talk about. They aren't just mine. Catch you later. God bless.